This is so weird.
This bike really speaks to my inner future hipster. We just look at it. I've always had this major trepidation when it comes to electric vehicles, only because of charging times. To have a car or motorcycle that takes X amount of minutes and hours to charge doesn't make it a highly viable mode of transportation in my book. The Energica Esse9 and the Ego and the EVA, on the other hand, have a level 3 and level 4 charging platform that goes up to around 20 kilowatts. So you can plug this thing in and get an 85% charge in 30 minutes. For another 10 minutes on the charger, it'll boost it up to 100% because the battery cells need to balance themselves out. I can get behind that. Energica is vastly different in terms of their proprietary technology, their coating, their battery technology, electronic braking systems over almost any electric bike on the market right now. The experience is going to be, that's the sound of a normal bike. This is more like a whoop. It's going to be different. It's going to be wildly different. I'm looking forward to it. Good looking machine too. Really, really good looking. Let's go ride. So initial impressions of the Energica Esse9 is just that, one, it's incredibly well planted. Like the weight of the battery, the engineering of the bike, the chassis, the geometry, just there. And it feels solid. Even in corners and turns, it's almost telepathic, the way that you're able to go in and out of cornering with it. Power delivery, super smooth. 1 to 2 miles an hour, it just creeps along nice and easy. Pound that throttle open, just zaps. The really cool thing that I enjoy so much already about this bike is that no clutch, no gear shifting, which is common with all electric motorcycles. And the simple thing is that you're really focusing on 3 things mainly: braking, throttle application, and body positioning and cornering dynamics, and actually just riding the motorcycle. So there's less to think about. What gear am I in? You know, do I need a downshift for this corner? Am I gonna have the power to get out of it? It's all just right there on tap. Even in like super tight technical corners, throttle progression is very linear, very smooth. Delivery is not jerky in any way. What's ultra noticeable is just how well planted this machine is. It feels very connected, very intuitive. The only thing that I can say that's weird about it in this first ride is that when you're doing really slow speed maneuvers and you're doing a lot of counterweighting to get the bike around, that's when you feel the weight. It's learning where that power comes in to balance it and really getting your body over, because the weight of the motorcycle is what keeps it so well planted on the ground, the weight of the batteries and the mechanics. Once you find it and you get used to it, it's just there. But every time I get off the bike and look at it, I'm reminded how beautiful it is and how it looks like a motorcycle. You don't think that this thing is an electric bike. It uses EABS, which uses the actual battery to modulate braking. It can sense where and how power is being distributed to the rear wheel. I haven't really whipped it out at all or anything. Even tried riding the bike supermoto, just pitching it in, keep my body upright. The Rosso 3s on this bike are just nice and sticky. Leaning the bike into a turn, just dives in, and it's nuts. It's insane. I'm a huge fan of electric bikes, and there goes an electric soul. But I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of what Energica is doing with this bike. Look at it. Damn, what a pretty bike. I want one. I really do. Thomas Edison would be proud.